What if I told you NFL teams used to go entire games without throwing the ball a single time? Here's how much the run-to-pass ratio has changed in the NFL over the years. Starting back in 1906, the first season, teams were allowed to throw the ball in football. 99% of the yards gained that year were via the run. It would take nearly 20 years to pass 10% passing in an NFL offense. 10 years later, Don Hudson, the first real wide receiver, changed the game. And we saw this split go down to 71% to 29% run-to-pass ratio. But there will be a major dip to almost 50-50 in the 40s thanks to Sammy Baugh, Sid Luckman, and other quarterbacks who led the league in punting and passing. We'll see a near 50-50 split up until the mid-1960s. And legends like Johnny Unitas and Bart Starr would demand to throw the ball more. But the running backs had one last gasp in them. The era of Walter Payton, O.J. Simpson, and Franco Harris skyrocketed the run-to-pass ratio back to 55-45 in favor of the run. But in the 80s, it was all over. This dropped 15% when Dan Fouts shattered the 20-year-old single-season passing record in 1979. Then again in 1980. And again in 1981. This 60% pass ratio held throughout the 90s, leaning even more towards the pass thanks to guys like Jerry Rice and Michael Irvin. All the way up until 2007 when someone threw for 50 touchdowns and this number dipped drastically. And Peyton Manning would shatter all of Tom Brady's records a few years later. Quarterback after quarterback after quarterback has won the MVP award in the 2010s and 20s. The ratio has gotten as high as 75% in favor of the pass versus the run for some of the teams in the league today.